gonna be.
Something magical just happened.
Hey.
Hey.
I hate it.
All aboard!
Hey!
Huh?
Oops! What? Wow! Yeah!
Welcome everybody to episode 21 of Where Streams Come True, the show where we suffer through the entire good and bad of Disney Plus. We are back in the podcast booth, more spread out, limited to 3 people. This is the new normal.
We get
Better
to play
than-
with stuff again.
Please put that away, Cameron. Joining me today are my guests, returning as always, is Cameron.
Hello.
And new to the show is Sydney,
Hi.
studio manager here at Studio 76. And this week, we had the pleasure of watching Lend Paw, the 1941 short by director Clyde Geronimi, who's uncredited in the short, as usual.
That sucks.
Jealous of Mickey's kitten, Pluto's devil self argues with his angel self over whether or not to rescue the kitten when it falls into a well. This program was presented as originally created. It may contain outdated cultural depictions. Initial thoughts. Getting just straight into the meat of the episode. It's going to be a short one, because it was a short, 8-minute short. Have you seen this movie before? What was your experience the first time watching it, and now watching it again? I'll go first. I don't know if I've seen this before. There's a definite possibility I have. It just didn't make an impression on me. Aspects of it felt familiar. But yeah, it's all right.
Is that right?
It's all right. Cameron, you go next.
Like Collins, I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. I have no idea if I really have. My brain blocks out a lot of stuff that I don't like, so I could have seen it. It's okay, I think. It's
Mhm.
short, so I don't know. We'll get into it, I guess.
You didn't have enough time to develop an intense hatred for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sydney.
So, okay, like everybody else, I just have like the vaguest, foggiest memory of watching it as a child at some point.
Some VHS or
Yeah,
something.
there were like some, there were like not the whole thing, but there were like a few things about the episode that I was like, this is really familiar. Like it was really weird. I think it's hard to like judge these sort of things when you're like coming at it as like a modern audience and what we're used to with animation. But I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought that they kind of they really went for it with some of the themes. I was a little horrified. I'm a cat person, and the whole time I was like, he's baby, but I was also like, oh no. So I thought it was a little distressing. So.
Yeah, we'll get into that part. I don't know what the point of the short was.
They give you the point on a silver platter, as Disney does a lot.
Yeah, they do, but like, what was the point?
Oh,
To the audience.
Yeah.
What's the audience supposed to take? We'll get into it. I've split the recap. I'm gonna start crediting these because I've been pulling them from IMDb. I don't think anybody cares, but I figure why not.
Really?
This is
did that.
This is the
There's
what?
fireworks now.
You think I write those myself?
Sometimes it seems like you do, and sometimes it seems like you pull them off of Wiki.
Sometimes I pull them off of Wikipedia if the IMDb one is too long or non-existent.
Oh, okay.
So this is from IMDb user John Reeves. Thank you, John. Avid listener to the podcast. Winter. Pluto's.
Well, no.
Winter. The
Winter,
fun of
period. Pluto is sniffing around outside, like you do as a dog in winter, when he hears a noise. It's coming from a bag floating on an ice floe, Floe, in a creek. Pluto rescues it, then loses interest when it turns out to be a kitten. But the kitten follows him home, and Mickey takes a liking to it, to Pluto's disgust. Pluto's devil and angel sides give him conflicting advice. Well, so that's sort of like the halfway point.
Okay.
Stop there from opening discussion.
I don't know. This is like a nerd thing to have noticed about this, but I noticed that like when the cat's like in the bag, there's like one of those old timey, like back in like the olden days, they used to just have these irons, and they're called sad irons, and they would just heat them up on the stove, and then you would iron stuff with it, and they were like made out. So like basically, I was like a little horrified. I was like, oh yes, just drown kittens in the river. And then I was like, stuff like that happens in real life. I was like, it went to a dark place really fast. Anyway.
I mean, I did get I got the review before I watched it, so I knew that he rescues a kitten from a river, but I wasn't expecting to see a cat that had been stuffed into a bag and thrown in a river with an iron attached to it. So,
I mean,
like,
there's no reason why they threw that cat away, though.
I guess. I mean, well, the cat is dumb as hell, as we come to experience in this short. Like, I live in a rural place that cats get dumped a lot. I currently have a cat that assumedly got just dumped by its owners and just ended up in our backyard. But they were trying to kill this cat. Not just, like, drop it off on the side because they don't, like, want to keep care of a kitten. They stuffed it in a bag with, like, literally a heavy object to it and tossed it in the... What's happening? Oh, that was weird. This is a new...
back again.
This is a...
I don't know what that
Oh,
is.
that was Ratatouille.
Oh, okay.
But they're flying.
Was that Ratatouille?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
could
was
not tell.
Ratatouille and his friend, Fat Ratatouille. And they're trying to murder this cat, and Pluto saves it, but didn't realize it was a cat because it was meowing, and tries to sneeze it away.
Yeah, he does try and sneeze.
Like
away.
huffs and puffs.
Yeah. I think they were definitely playing off of like the old stereotype that like dogs automatically hate cats, but like obviously the cat is like too little and naive to like know that's supposed to be a thing, I guess.
Like a Milo and Otis situation.
Yeah. Of course, like
They killed a lot of animals making that movie.
yeah.
That's besides the point.
Oh, I
So
love that
he's
fact,
got like that dog instinct of there's a thing in the river, I need to save it, but then it's a cat. I
though.
don't
Is that
care.
dog instinct?
I guess.
It's
No.
heroic Disney dog
Lassie
instinct.
with the kid in the well.
I think
Except it was
Lassie is like a superhero
a
in
dog.
his own right, though. 'cause, like,
Yeah, because he can speak to humans and be
Yeah.
understood.
Yeah.
I guess Pluto kind of can.
I think my favorite part about it, and I know that there's like a heavy like layer of suspension of disbelief here, but my favorite part is that Mickey is a mouse,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
an anthropomorphic mouse who owns a cat and a dog and a fish.
Yes.
And I was like, I know that this is some heavy suspension of disbelief, but if you like look into it, you're like, what? No.
This is a conversation that comes up a lot in Disney culture of like, what's the difference between Goofy and Pluto and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like,
Why is the fish talk yet Pluto can't?
I mean, ultimately, like, once you play D&D, like that sort of gets into context when you have cat people and also cats.
Oh,
They're just
yeah.
they're a higher form of intelligence.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me?
Are there
Stop.
cat people
Hold the-
or
hold the
Tensi
phone.
is a cat person? That's
Hold the phone.
Who's Hortensia?
that is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit's girlfriend. His
Who's Oswald the Lucky Rabbit?
Oswald is Mickey's predecessor.
Oh.
I thought Betty Boop was Mickey's
Well,
predecessor.
No.
Betty Boop was not made by Walt Disney. Walt Disney made
Right. but, like,
Oswald, then he made Mickey, and
Oh.
Oswald. It was Oswald and Hortensia, and then it was Mickey and Minnie.
okay.
Yeah,
Some
I
Disney lore
Guess the
for
money
you.
didn't work then.
now what I want to know is,
No.
are you telling
It's
me?
copyright stuff. Yes.
Are you telling me that
Yes.
Mickey is a furry?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's where you're going?
Yes.
That's not where I thought. No, because that well, depends on what you mean by
because
furry.
It is a furry.
Yeah,
like
Not a furry in the sense of a person in an animal costume, But yes, and a
Wait,
furry
in
in
terms
this,
of like an anime,
And
he's 100% a furry.
in terms of
like
a
an anthropomorphized
anthropomorphic, yes, like
animal, yeah.
Zootopia.
Yeah, like Zootopia,
Yes.
exactly. Like
Yes.
Okay.
He is, yeah, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like yeah. I don't know if you can even call Sonic the Hedgehog like a true anthropomorphized
I
hedgehog.
hope not. Like,
Because
He's more like an alien.
I don't
that looks
expect
like
a lot out of Sonic,
Oh, I need
but
a
the
clock
last
out.
thing I want is to have Sonic be a furry.
Sonic
if
is
some-
absolutely a furry.
Oh, yeah,
We're not
it's-
talking about Sonic. This is a Disney podcast. But yeah,
Oh
what-
man,
what-
is that in shot?
is one shot.
The tripod?
No.
Okay,
Doesn't
good.
matter.
We'll just keep
What
going.
really bothers me about the whole extended universe of Mickey and Friends is not necessarily the existence of animals and anthropomorphic animals. Like, that's whatever. That's fine with me. It's the segregation of different animals to different places. Like, in Goof Troop and, like, Goofy Movie and stuff, it's only dog people. And
That's
in
true.
Duckburg, it's only
Oh.
ducks. Why are the animal like Mickey is around like a whole bunch of animals? The only mice you see are really Mickey
And Minnie.
and Minnie, and
Yeah.
occasionally Mortimer,
I don't know who that
who's
is.
Mickey's brother, I think.
Who?
It's Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
Who's Mortimer Mouse? Oh yeah, it's Winnie the Pooh. They're
Hufflepuffus, I think.
um
I don't know if that was or not.
He's Mickey's arch nemesis, not his brother.
What does he look like?
He's his rival.
Is it just Minnie with black?
He's like a
Mickey with
really
black?
tall, weird-looking Mickey.
Okay.
What? Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, he's like tall and lanky, and he tries to steal Minnie.
See, I've heard of him before. He
What
looks
happened?
familiar.
He's kind of like if Mickey had a Waluigi, it would be Mortimer.
I thought Pete or whatever the heck his name was his
Oh, yeah.
arch nemesis.
Yes.
What happened to that dude?
Although Pete ended up as Goofy's arch nemesis.
That's right. Yeah.
Unbeknownst to Goofy, Goofy has no idea that Pete hates him.
What?
Yeah. This is all getting very very like
Into the lore.
yeah, very old timey Mickey Mouse Kingdom Hearts level.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Like if we get into some stuff, like there's a whole chronology of events in the Mickey and Friends universe that you can judge based on how old Max is, Goofy's son.
Oh yeah.
Where like you've got like Goof Troop, which then goes into Once Upon a Christmas, which then goes into Goofy Movie, which then goes into Twice Upon a Christmas, which then goes into Extremely Goofy Movie, and like DuckTales is in there as well, and it's a whole thing.
Oh boy.
And then sometime in like the 2000s, they just got rid of all that
I'm
and
just,
started anew with the new DuckTales
I'm
and
just having
the new
like
Mickey Mouse.
I'm just having like my brain is just imploding right now because I was just thinking about
We haven't even gotten to the Angel and Devil yet.
Yeah, we haven't.
the first thing that came to my mind. You know, I have a friend who's like so into Kingdom Hearts, and whenever she talks about Kingdom Hearts to me, I'm like, what? What's going on? I've played a little bit, but when you think about that whole universe in terms of Kingdom Hearts, then you just have a whole nother animal, and suddenly it's like Mickey, but then there's also Sephiroth.
Oh yeah, and they're like human or whatever.
Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy. It's like if Disney and Final Fantasy had a love child, and the love child was really complicated. But it was
Well,
all,
that's kind of how Final Fantasy is.
yeah, but it's like
But worse.
but
But
worse,
worse, yeah,
because
way
there's
worse.
Disney involved.
Every year it baffles me how Disney continues to allow this to happen with their IP. It's like
It's
like
fine.
they got the Japanese developers in for Kingdom Hearts, and they got up until the Master of Masters and were like, okay, this sounds good, whatever, I don't care. There's a kid with a key sword. Yeah, go make your game and give us some profit. And they've just been hands off ever since.
Oh my
Oh, man.
gosh, no
Like-
way.
Like if I ever got to sit down with Bob Iger, I would just be like, Bob, Robert, if I can, why? Have you even seen a Kingdom Heart?
To
Do you
be-
know what they are doing with Mickey?
To be fair, like the extremely wild and complicated world of Kingdom Hearts is like immensely popular and
It
very. I have like friends that like are very emotional. I can't. I'm such a like bad fan. I don't know what the I can't remember what the name. They waited forever for what was it? Kingdom Hearts 4, I think it was.
3 is the
Three?
most recent.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. Everybody waited forever for that, and like when it came out, like all my friends like freaked out. They were like so good, and then they're like, you have to play the DS game, and you have to play something
Mhm.
something point 3 point.
Yeah,
and
who decides to go, I'm going to make a sequel to my game, but it's not going to be 2. It's going to be 1.4.
365 days /2.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Dream drop. This one's got Jeff Bridges and Tron, and Mickey's there. Anyway, Pluto, Devil, and Angel.
Oh, yeah. I think that was
Was-
racist. I think.
Was the Devil or the Angel?
I think the angel was. The devil is definitely an American actor.
He's like a
So I
gangster
think
or
it's
whatever.
okay.
There's like, because obviously there is outdated cultural depictions. They're less obvious than Santa's Workshop.
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely wasn't the
But there's-
worst one I've
Yeah,
seen.
there is something going on with the angel, because at first I thought the angel was a woman, but then he's like, oh, this guy's a pushover or whatever. So like, there's something weird going on with the angel. I don't know if they were trying to go with like a gay stereotype or something.
The accent kind of threw me off.
The
I'm
accent
not sure
was
if it was
weird.
like
I think
Indian or something
with
that
the
was just.
It's like trying to be like loud, to like, oh, save him. It's weird. Sort of like a not Nanny McPhee. That's not right.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
I-
thought of that anyways.
Yeah.
I definitely could see it being like some sort of like gay stereotype, and or even just like I don't know. I think that what they're definitely going for is like some kind of like feminized,
Right.
like overly kind of like milk toast kind of thing. I don't know.
'Cause,
Like
the devil's like super macho
yeah, and then he like
and a 1920s mobster for some reason.
then he like
Three's a mob.
he like rolls up his sleeves and like he like
Like hikes up his dress.
hikes up his dress. He got like the bloomers underneath, and
Yeah.
I was and he like punches him, and I was like, "That's me when I gotta be tough."
Disney
like
had
putting
a
on your big girl pants.
Disney had a weird thing with bloomers during this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Minnie always had her bloomers showing. And well, actually, like every female character had her bloomers showing, which
Except
I don't
for,
know if that
the
was.
duck one. I don't know where.
Except, yeah, she just doesn't wear pants, and neither does Donald.
I wonder about that sometimes. I'm like, is that supposed to be like? Is that supposed to be sexy?
I don't know.
The bloomers?
Yes.
I guess, I mean, you can see their ankles.
Oh
So-
no, anything
Ooh,
but
that's a-
ankles.
This is the 40s. I think they were past that.
Oh no, they were definitely past that in the 40s, but like definitely
The
bloomers.
shins were the thing.
Yeah, definitely by the 40s, bloomers equals underwear. It would definitely be like if you're. It's like if you're like.
Oh, so it's like the Marilyn Monroe kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's like if you're like. Okay, so you know like the anime
Was
where
she
they
ever
like
in
panty
Disney?
flash.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, I want to know.
What?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
That's
Anyway,
like putting Pamela
I'm
Anderson
worried
in
if I
Disney.
search Disney, I'm not going to get what I was hoping. No, I don't think she was ever in a Disney movie.
yeah, I don't think she was either. But it's definitely like the 1940s equivalent of like an anime panty flash.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Walt, we're on to you. Anything
Well,
happening
if I
there?
saw a shadow, I might just.
I saw a shadow, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of shadows in this room.
That's scary.
Also, he says three's a
Unnerving.
mob, but clearly there's 4 because the goldfish.
Yeah.
Does the goldfish count?
Well, the goldfish is the only one that can talk.
But like
Also,
Pluto
why?
Yeah, like-
Pluto had no moral conflict with the cat like just eating the goldfish, right?
No. Obviously, he
so,
does not care about that
clearly the
goldfish.
fish isn't part of the mob then.
I don't think
No.
I don't think the fish
It's
is
because
part
she's
of
a
the mob.
woman. And they can't be in the mob. Also, I want to talk about like when it's really apparent when he chases the cat away from the bed. Goofy's really weird, like just human teeth. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have dog teeth. He has like perfectly square human-looking teeth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's unnerving. I don't think they ever changed that.
I think one thing about like
Don't like
Pluto and like Pluto and Goofy by extension is that like when I was young, I don't think I ever really registered that like they were
both
dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Like because in my brain I was like they're just some kind of weird creature. They've got
Yeah.
like human teeth.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't look like a dog
I
to
think
me.
Mickey was the only one that was like, yeah.
Does
that's an
Mickey
animal.
have teeth?
Yes.
I think he.
This is gonna
Like,
be a
I
cursed
think it's-
Google image search.
It is gonna be a very cursed. The image that came into my head was very cursed.
The answer is sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I think
Sometimes he has teeth.
it's the classic like.
Okay,
Disney thing.
yeah, that instantly got cursed.
Yeah.
It's the classic
Oh
Disney
my-
thing where like you only have teeth when you're like.
When you're doing teeth stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
I
brushing.
think that's just like I think that really is like a trick of like older animation,
Yeah.
because
Don't draw stuff you don't need.
yeah, you don't need that at the time. I think with like the with CGI and everything, we're really used to like all the components of the character being there and like
Mhm.
every shot, but no, that's not how that works. And like older,
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's like that one part in the Muppets where Walter has teeth.
Oh, now they're not shadows.
No,
She's
they-
pouring water on the rabbit. Wait, was Rabbit a boy or a girl?
That's a good question.
I have no idea.
That's a
You
question
wanna look
for
that up
another
too?
day.
I
I think
Fine.
Rabbit is actually a boy, if I remember correctly.
Gender. Okay, Rabbit's a dude.
Alright.
So is Piglet.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
Zeal? Okay, we're not getting into any of the poo discussion.
we're
We'll
not gonna
get.
do it.
We're
already
not gonna
talked
do
about
it.
Anime, so.
Yeah, we already
We're gonna talk more about Kingdom Hearts
We're gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts.
and the weird mini games you do with Winnie the Pooh. Anyway,
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
Pluto-
there are weird mini games.
Pluto puts the cat up to mischief, but Bianca the goldfish fingers Pluto as the real culprit. You gotta say that whole sentence right the way through, getting him thrown outside. And that is all we are gonna say about that. So, here's the thing.
Oh, okay. Well.
Pluto does put the cat up, and his devil self is like, he'll take the rap. But the cat is using his free agency to eat that goldfish. So whether or not Pluto is involved, the cat is still at fault.
Yeah.
like-
Why didn't the goldfish be like,
but
"Yo,
let
this
me-
dude's gonna eat me"?
Okay, but consider. Okay, I have.
Consider the goldfish,
I'm going to
whose
talk.
name is Bianca
I'm going to talk.
for some reason,
I'm
not
going to talk
Goldie.
briefly about cat morality.
I like this.
So, if you've ever seen a cat with a moving thing, you know that it is not like a conscious decision to go after the moving thing. Like cats, they see the moving thing and it's just like a visceral reaction. They're like, I gotta go after the moving thing. Like when the cat gets hit in the face with the ball, like later on, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's such a cat thing to happen. What an idiot. I love it. Anyway, dumb cats are precious. Anyway, so Goofy well knew that this cat, or not Goofy, oh my god,
Pluto.
Pluto,
I mean,
well,
Goofy probably did too.
Oh, it's green. Oh.
it was green for a minute. Anyway,
Green flame.
Pluto well knew that the stupid cat, if you
Which
put-
is very stupid.
if you
Yeah.
could put the dumb cat in front of the moving thing, the cat would be like, it's a moving thing. The
Go
cat-
get it.
Go get the moving thing. So I think it
So
goes
the Bianca-
squarely. I think it goes squarely on Pluto, and I rest my case. That's the end.
It's all Pluto. Yeah, it's all Pluto's fault. Like
I mean, I don't know.
the cat. Is it possible that the cat is so dumb that it was not put into that bag, but somehow just got into that bag by its own.
Okay, but who made a bag attached to
With the
an
iron of the
Yeah.
drawstring.
I mean, like the Rube Goldberg event that happens later with the cat in the well, I could see a different version of that ends up with the bag,
Yeah,
like a Final Destination type.
Like it was like there's a bag
A
here,
series
and
of
it just kind
events
of like
that-
walked into the bag, and then
And
like,
then
the
it falls
drawstring
off
was
a
pulled.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that I can very clearly see happening.
It's like, oh, I'm just gonna tie this bag like to keep my clothespins in because
Yeah.
I'm ironing, and then I can just use the clothespin to hang things up.
Yeah.
And the cat somehow it got in a river.
Yeah, no, I can very well see that happening. Why do you think my cat's not allowed to go outside by himself?
Good point. So, yeah, Pluto gets thrown outside, which is a recurring thing that does happen quite frequently to Pluto, such as in Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, when he like knocks over the Christmas tree or something, and he
He's
gets
like,
thrown outside.
yes, throw the dog into the snow.
Into the snow, and then this other snow falls on top of him, which is a whole
And the
trope.
sad music
Fun.
plays.
sad music plays, or Pluto. The cat is playing with the ball.
Goes out the doggy door, I guess.
Goes at the doggy door. Ball ends up in the bucket. Cat ends up in the bucket. Cat goes down the well. And then like the angel and devil have their whole argument. It picks up its bloomers and punches the devil in the
No,
face.
it's a
Whatever.
skirt. You can't pick up your bloomers.
They didn't pick up the bloomers. He picked up his dress
He picked up his dress
and revealed
And then
his
he-
bloomers.
and revealed his bloomers. And then punched the devil self in the face. And then
He like intimidated the devil self. Like, can we
Oh yeah,
like
you
talk
didn't
about
punch
how
him.
he
I think
like
you just
no
like
he
looked at him.
no
and
he
then...
does punch him. Like he like
he like incapacitates him with a glare, and
Yeah.
then he punches him.
Oh, okay.
yeah he like the devil like changes color because he's like
Keep looking back.
intimidated.
Yeah, I know, it's really distracting.
It's really distracting. It's fun. It's a new feature. of the show.
Yay!
And
You couldn't find this on Disney Plus, even though that's where it was supposed to be. Great
yeah,
job,
they
Disney.
they removed their Frozen Arendelle Bonanza Christmas fireplace thing, or I just didn't know the right search term to find it.
Maybe if you had done all of those words, Arendelle, Frozen, Bonanza, Christmas, fireplace, maybe it would have.
What if we got that rolled on the wheel, just the fireplace, and we just got to spend an entire episode talking about a fireplace with music and nothing else?
Having watched it for like 5 hours.
watch all 59?
Yeah,
minutes
it's
of
not on there
Fireplace?
anymore. Yeah,
Oh
if
hey,
you
it
search
changed colors again.
if you search Frozen, it doesn't come up. You can
It's
watch.
all purdy and blue.
And now it's regular again.
Now it's regular again.
Gross.
Welcome to our exciting fireplace commentary.
Well, at
Pluto.
least this episode isn't gonna be 2 minutes.
Pluto jumps instead of grabbing the rope and pulling it. He uses his own leverage to just
So-
jump down.
That's so weird about it. Is like Pluto does stuff that like almost like he is an anthropomorphic animal, and then he'll use his mouth instead of like actually grabbing
Yeah,
something.
his little thumbs.
He doesn't have thumbs.
But like he'll like stand up and be like, okay, now I'm gonna grab this thing, and then go like,
Okay.
"Ah."
Okay, but consider this.
Oh boy.
Pluto mentally and spiritually is intelligent, but physically he is not anthropomorphized.
Mhm.
So theoretically, Pluto is like smart enough to do things, but he does not have the physical capacity.
He's trapped in this dog body when he possesses a clearly higher intelligence. That he
Yeah.
hallucinates a devil and an angel having complex moral questions
And more
of whether or not
anthropomorphized
I
than
saved
him.
this drowning cat.
That is the truth.
Oh my.
He does save the drowning cat.
Yeah.
And then Mickey hears him yelping this just horrible, like, just
I know.
yelp
I
that
know.
was
it's so
done by
terrible.
a voice actor that was
Got no
not.
credit and probably didn't get paid.
Walt Disney voiced the Mickey,
Oh really?
and
Really?
some
I
other
didn't
guy
know that.
voiced everyone else. Yeah, Walt Disney was Mickey for as long as he felt like being Mickey. I don't know if he died or if he just decided to have someone else do it.
You probably had someone else do it. I feel like after a while I'd be like,
He was too
"Nah,
busy."
Do it.
Doing Disneyland,
Yeah. Making money.
making money.
Who busy swimming in his swimming pool of muddy.
Getting ready
Like
for
Scrooge McDuck.
frozen head. Yeah. Oh, what bugs me about this? Mickey pulls Pluto up, and he's in a block of ice, and does him, and he puts him in like the green liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Which is-
is it green?
I don't know.
It's like that. It's like that.
That's the part that I remember.
It's like that liquid that what's his name? Daniel in Karate Kid puts his elbow in.
I was
elbows
wondering
wood.
if you were going to say Daniel LaRusso, and you said Daniel. Yes.
Yeah.
He puts
so
his
it's
elbow in a liquid.
He's like.
When does
so-
that happen?
It's in Karate Kid 3, and he like.
Okay.
So like he goes to this dojo or whatever, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
"You want to fight? Here's this wood plank. Punch it.
Punch
So,
it until your hands bleed.
Yeah, and so then he like puts his hand. And,
3
like,
is
I guess
underrated
his
sequel to
elbow,
Karate
I
Kid.
guess, also inside of this green thing, it, like heals him magically because apparently
Mhm.
I can't remember the
That was
Japanese
when-
guy's name.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi is like magic, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the first movie, he just like rubs his hands together and then goes, "Oh, you can't."
Yeah. And then now
But
he
now
has
there's, like,
magical
green
potions.
stuff. Yeah. I that's the green Pluto in like the green
Mm-hmm.
like water or whatever, like in the hot water, like and being like frozen in the block of ice and stuff. That is the part that I remember. That's the part that
Oh,
stuck
really?
with me. Yeah, it's like so weird. And then he like thaws out. Yeah, like I don't know. I think it might just be like
I think
I
it's a
don't know.
thing that they might do more than once. But the point I was going to get to with that is
Oh, okay.
the cat also got fully submerged in the water but didn't get frozen.
Yeah.
well, it's just because the cat was too busy mewing pathetically.
The cat is like just a lot hardier
Yeah.
and more resistant to cold than
It's-
Pluto.
It's that stupid trope whenever they have those, like the dumb thing that just won't die but keeps getting into trouble, like his
Like
Donald's
most Disney
3
characters.
cousins or whatever they are.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah,
his
and they just never
nephews?
die, and they always get in all these trouble, and then it's just the worst, and they're somehow
Like
Alive.
invincible.
the cat.
Yeah.
The cat's the cat has like
They
cold
physically
damage
assault Donald.
resistance. Like he's a D&D character.
Yes.
You rolled a 20,
yeah.
he's safe.
Just doesn't get frozen. Yeah, I watched a short yesterday where Huey, Dewey, and Louie physically assault Donald with the help of a witch. And
What?
Because he dumped a bucket of water on them while they were trick or treating. It's a whole thing. They are not nice to him. Like they
No,
put him in a hell coffin and bury him alive in one short. What's going on now?
Leaves.
Leaves.
Frozen 2 reference maybe.
I don't
That
know.
movie's got leaves in it.
That movie has lots of leaves in it. I watched that whole movie and I was like, wow, look at all these leaves.
Look at all these leaves. What do you know? Anyway, let's get to final thoughts and moment of the short. I thought it was just okay. It was 8 minutes of my life that I don't feel like were completely wasted. And my moment of the short is the Bianca talking, the talking fish. The only animal in the Mickey universe that is able to talk.
Kind of
That's
talk.
true.
Kind of
He
talk.
like drowns.
Also,
while it talks.
another final thought. We never see this cat again in future shorts. So it probably did die and Pluto just wasn't around to save it.
Well, it probably
No.
did the same thing that it did when it got into this situation in the first place, where it, like wandered into another bag and went down the river again.
Yeah. Just an endless cycle. Okay, so
Who's next? I guess.
You go next.
Okay, I'll go next. My final. I don't have any final thoughts. This film, I guess is a film, was too short for final thoughts. You stole my final moment, so I guess I'll go with.
I was wrong about the cat.
What?
oh really?
The cat's name is Figaro and is apparently the cat from Pinocchio.
What?
It's the same cat.
I
and
hate that.
it first shows up in Pinocchio, and then becomes Minnie Mouse's pet cat. So Mickey gives it to Minnie after this short.
That's some deep lore.
It's definitely the same cat.
Oh my.
It's also in House of Mouse. And yeah, okay, yeah. There's that. Cameron, you go.
Okay.
I think my favorite moment is probably just the devil. I don't know, just that accent. I don't.
Dude,
remember
every
what
time the
accent
devil
is,
shows
but-
up in a short, you're always like, I just really like him. I don't know why.
There's something about him. He's just so friendly.
I don't know why.
So
I just
familiar.
really like the devil.
He's so macho. He's in a gang.
Okay.
Okay. So, final thoughts. I thought it was definitely an interesting little short. Definitely gave me some like nostalgia and made me worry for my childhood self a little bit. And also like I don't know. I was just glad that the cat was okay. The cat's so dumb, but I was just glad it's okay. I think my moment of the short was definitely the angel like rolling up his sleeves and like pulling up his dress and like intimidating the guy because
He, like takes off his wings and like gets rid of the halo too.
Yeah.
like that's me when I have to be macho. I really relate. And that's my moment, I think.
All good stuff. Now comes the part where we have to rank this thing in our running ranking. So I'll turn this around.
I can't see any of that.
Really, it's right there, Cameron.
Yeah,
Do I need to zoom in?
Cameron can't see. Cameron's blind.
There we go.
The audience will never see that.
I'll
Never,
do an overlay.
Right over my face.
So
Yeah, just right over Cameron's face.
there it is.
Um,
I mean, I did okay. Like, where's the ones where we absolutely hated? I kind of think I might put it.
I was kind of like, I don't know if it's worse than Bambi. No.
I'm thinking maybe at number 14, below Spider-Man or above Spider-Man. Definitely, it was better than Little Mermaid 3: Ariel's Beginning.
Yeah.
Which we said was better than Bambi. That's weird. Sometimes I doubt our decision-making process.
I'm scarred
with this.
for life because of Bambi.
Yeah, why did we do that?
I don't know.
We were the only ones there too. Why did we do that?
I don't know why we did that.
We were like really high
so
or something.
Where I'm sitting is it better or worse than Spider-Man from 2017?
I don't know.
I didn't feel like my brain was leaking out of my nose the whole time, so I think it's better than Spider-Man, but not as good as Tom and Huck.
Just above.
Just above.
Spider-Man.
Okay, so it's gonna be at the new number 13. Linda Paw
That is
from.
surprisingly high. That's crazy.
That's pretty high, yeah.
I mean, there's
Wow.
just a lot of real bad.
Yeah.
Incredible Hulk is surprisingly high. It's in the top 10.
Ooh, that's.
And that show was not good.
Well, it had a good theme song, I think. Of what I can remember. It was like Incredible Hulk or something.
Anyway, this film information and statistics that is these things from Cars.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Guido.
those are tires.
This was written by, I have no idea, doesn't say on anything I can find. It was directed by Clyde Geronimi, released October 3rd, 1941. I accidentally left a 2 in there, so it said 21941, which is like, it was released way into the future.
Released in the
It
distant
has a run.
future.
It has a runtime of 8 minutes. IMDb score of 7 out of 10. No Rotten Tomatoes, because it's not important. And it
It's not
obviously
even a tomato, it's a potato. So.
it fails the Bechdel test because the only woman is a fish, but she does talk. So that counts for something.
She does talk, but it is about
Is the
it
cat?
is about
Is-
a man.
No, the cat's a guy because the devil
Dang,
says
yeah.
him a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have
the-
to have two. You have to have two.
You have to
Two.
have two women talk about something
And
that
they-
is not a man.
And they both have to be named characters.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
Oh,
if you want to get full points.
full points.
Yeah, and it's time to spin the wheel. I'm forgetting how any of this show works because we're in a different spatial spot.
Yeah.
This week's wheel was submitted by email by Luke, who I hate. Just kidding, Luke.
Thanks,
And
Luke.
is the Kenny Ortega wheel.
Green or yellow?
That's the yellow green.
It's the Kenny Ortega wheel. And it's time to spin the Kenny Ortega wheel.
Yes.
Who should we have spin it?
Cindy,
You want to spin the wheel?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, it's right over there.
Okay.
I think it captures the whole room. Yeah. Yeah,
You're good.
that's
You're good there.
Okay. Yeet.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Is this?
And oh wait, I don't have to. I can say what it is because I'm in the same room as it. It is Hocus Pocus from 1993.
Nice.
I don't think I've seen this.
It's good. Don't worry, it's good. It's one of the 2 good movies.
It's like
From
one
this
of my
wheel- from
favorites.
this wheel. Dude, Hocus Pocus, I think we could have gotten Cheetah Girls 2. We could have gotten Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus' Best of Both Worlds concert. But we didn't. We got Hocus Pocus, which I have already watched this week. Because my mom was putting up early Halloween decorations, so we had
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus on in the background.
Okay.
Get started early.
So good news, everybody. I was real worried, but we got Hocus Pocus. So we'll watch this next time.
We're shooting at like High School Musical or something.
We almost got High School Musical, yeah.
Because that means we would have had to watch it twice.
Oh no.
We already have a High School Musical wheel that we have to go through
No.
at some point.
Unfortunately, we do. Where
That
was
the
I?
best part of the whole show.
Now it's time to decide what wheel we're gonna spin next week.
Doors are back.
Yeah, the doors are back. That's good. Here's the list of wheels that we have to spin.
You can see them, obviously.
I'm gonna put them up, Cameron.
Maybe we should do another nature document. No.
You think we should?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna
Get that
do.
over with.
We got National Geographic Exploring Our World, or National Geographic Animals in Nature, or National Geographic, the whole shebang.
Let's just do the
Why
whole
do we have
shebang.
3 National What?
Let's just do the whole shebang.
Okay, we're doing National Geographic, submitted by Rocky Lemons.
Thanks, Rocky.
Thanks, Lemons. Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Lemons. Dr. Lemons.
Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Dr. Lemons, PhD. I hope that your doctorate program is going well. You already are a doctor.
Yeah.
With
With a PhD.
a PhD. Getting a second doctorate
Yeah.
in archaeology. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do that nonsense. All of National Geographic. There's some good ones there.
I don't think so.
I watched one that was funny, where they were looking for the tomb of Alexander the Great, and it had some really bad workplace safety in the archaeological dig site, which was
Oh,
a ton
boy.
of fun to watch. So hopefully we get some of that. But that will be all for today's episode. Thank you for enjoying us by the fire, the Disney fire from some 2011 DVD. It's fair use.
Yeah.
My head's in front of it, so YouTube's not going to notice anyway. Thank you all so much for listening. If you like the show, please review it on iTunes or whatever podcast service you use to listen to, and share it with your friends. If you watch it on YouTube, give it a like and subscribe and ding that bell
Bing.
to see that and all the other nonsense that Studio 76 releases on a infrequent basis. We have a release schedule, but we do not stick to it. You can send your reviews or comments to WhereStreamsComeTrue@gmail.com, on Twitter at Studio76WSCT. You can submit a wheel, such as a category search term on Disney Plus, and if you send in your review, we might rate it on the show.
We might. We probably won't, but we
26 characters. That's the limit I'm imposing. You gotta give us your review in like 2 sentences. But yes, thank you to my guests for joining me today. I'm gonna go to McDonald's, and that is all for you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Merry Halloween.
Merry Halloween.
It's Halloween
yeah.
time to get spooky.
Merry fall, Merry.
Poppins.
It's spoopy time.
Spooky time.
No.